Today we will be mainly doing the numericals, but before we start doing the numerical problems, uh, the formula of moment of inertia as I gave was I equal to mr square, and the unit was kg meter square. mr square, mass is kg and r is distance, so kg meter square. Okay, but moment of inertia depends upon the mass distribution, how the mass is distributed in the body. That's why moment of inertia will depend upon the shape of the body. So two cases, though there is a table given in the book, a table is given here for ring about center and about perpendicular plane, ring is all given here. So we have to know the value of moment of inertia of two bodies. Like for a spherical body, we write for a sphere the moment of inertia formula is, for a sphere moment of inertia formula I will be equal to 2 by 5 mr square, where m is the mass of the sphere and r is the radius of the sphere. And derivation we don't need to know, only formula. For disk, the formula of moment of inertia is half mr square. These two formulas we are supposed to know by heart, and if there is any other shape given, so then they will give the formula of moment of inertia of that particular shape. We will mention in the question. Okay. Now we are doing the problems. So I read question. Okay. From the book, question number 1, if I do, page number 306. Page number 306. It says a phonograph turntable rotating at 78 rpm. 78 rpm. Stops in 3 seconds after switch off. Calculate the angular acceleration and the number of revolutions done before coming to rest. Turntable is rotating with the speed that is in 78 rpm, that is initial speed omega naught is given 78 rpm. Immediately we will change in radian per second. 78 into 2 pi. Minute is there, we will change in seconds. You can cancel 2 30s are 3 10s are, this will come 26. 2.6 pi. Omega naught is 2.6 pi. And it is coming to rest, that means final velocity is becoming 0, and time of coming to rest is given 3 seconds. You have to find acceleration alpha, angular acceleration. Alpha formula we have final velocity minus initial, omega minus omega naught by t, that means 0 minus 2.6 pi upon time is 3, and this will be the answer. You will get answer minus 2.6 pi by 3 radian per second square. The unit of this will come radian per second. So this is the value of alpha. If you calculate by putting the value of pi, you will get the answer whatever is given in the book. And now you have to find the number of revolutions it makes before coming to rest. How to find number of revolutions? To find number of rotation or number of revolution, you must find the value of theta, and then theta by 2 pi will give the number of revolutions. So theta is displacement formula. The formula will be omega naught t plus half alpha t square. That's like formula S equal to ut plus half at square. Omega naught value we have this much, 22.6 pi times 3 seconds plus half alpha value is this much, minus 2.6 by 3 pi times 3 square, that is 9. You calculate the value of theta, will come something out here. Then number of revolution number of this much radian will come, number of revolutions value will be equal to theta upon 2 pi. This answer divided by 2 pi will be the answer, and the answer will be matching with the book answer. Okay, number 1 to all are easy. So we will be doing the another one. 2, 3 you can try by yourself, and then I will be doing question number 7. Question number 7. Question number 7. Number 7. Question says, question number 4 I will do first. Number 4. A wheel of moment of inertia 0.1 kg meter square, that is I value is given 0.1 kg meter square, is rotating at 3 rps. Rotating 3 rps, that means the speed is given, initial speed given 3 rps. Find the work required to increase its speed to 7 rps, that is final ground speed is 7 rps. We have to find the work done to increase the speed. This time we will apply work energy theorem. Work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. That work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. That W is equal to change in kinetic energy is half I omega square minus half I omega naught square. You can take half I common, omega square minus omega naught square. Put the value half, moment of inertia 0.1, and with these two values will change in radian. That is 3 into 2 pi radian per second, 7 into 2 pi radian per second. This is coming 6 pi, this is coming 14 pi. Over here write 14 pi square minus 7 pi square, and we calculate the answer. The answer will come 78.9 joule. That's all. So we are using the formula of rotational kinetic energy, half omega square, half I omega square. This was the problem of page number 307. Number 307. Okay. So next question. Next question is question number 2. So question number 7 of page number 307. Question number 7. Question says a disk of mass 1.0 kg and radius 0.1 meter, and radius 0.1 meter is rotating at the rate of 2 rpm, about an axis, 2 rpm about an axis, passing through the center and normal to its plane, First part A, what is the moment of inertia of disk? What is the moment of inertia of the disk about rotating axis? What is the moment of inertia of the disk about the rotating axis? And B, second part, calculate its angular momentum. And C, find its kinetic energy of rotation. Find its kinetic energy of rotation. They are talking about a disk. Mass of the disk is given, right? Or mass of the disk is given 1 kg. 1.0 is 1 kg. And radius of the disk is given 0.1 meter. R is given 0.1 meter. And question is asking find moment of inertia of the disk. Moment of inertia of the disk is half mr square. Half mass is 1, radius is 0.1 square, and calculate, the answer comes 0.005 kg meter square. This was the answer for part A. Now part B. You have to find angular momentum. Angular momentum is L. Formula for L is I omega. Moment of pressure value is 0.005. What is the value of omega given? That is angular speed given how much? 2 rpm. 2 rpm we are changing 2 into 2 pi upon 60, changing in radian per second. And now you calculate, the answer comes, putting the value pi as well. Answer will come 1.05 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3. In calculator you can check. And what is the unit of L? L is actually mvr, mass into velocity into r. So unit of mass is kg, velocity is meter per second, into the distance is meter, then meter into meter multiplies, it becomes kg meter square per second. This is the unit for it. Kg meter square per second. And the C part, you have to find kinetic energy. Kinetic of energy of rotation, that is k rot. Formula will be half I omega square. Half into I value is 0.005 and omega value is this much. 2 into 2 pi by 60 whole square, and calculate, the answer will come according to the book 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 4 joule. This is the answer. Okay. So this is done. Now next question. If Earth shrinks, if Earth shrinks, SHRINK, if Earth shrinks to half of its radius, if Earth shrinks to half of its radius, comma, what will be the duration of the day? What will be the duration of the day? What will be the duration of the day? Okay. Right. Now, spin, Earth is rotating, and there are two different situations given. That means radius we are changing, that will change the moment of inertia. Then omega will increase, the momentum remains comes out. For two cases, I write the formula is I1 omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2. I write this. Okay, next line I write I1 formula, I write half, 2 by 5 because Earth is a sphere, so write 2 by 5 mr square. And omega 1 value related 2 pi by t1. Omega formula is theta by t. Theta is 2 pi, then the time will be time period. So omega formula is like 2 pi by t1. I2 value again I get half 2 by 5. Mass of Earth is not changing, only radius we are taking half, right? R by 2 square, and this is 2 pi by t2 I write. Cancel. 2 by 5 cancel. M and M also cancel. 2 pi also cancel. We get r square by t1 is equal to r square by 4 t2. This and this also cancelled. We get t1 values coming 4 t2. t1 is time duration when radius is not changed, that is 24 hours is equal to 4 t2. Therefore t2 value will come 24 by 4, that is 6 hours. Then the duration of the day will be shorter and it will be equal to 6 hours. So we are using the law of conservation of angular momentum here. Okay, now write a question next. A ball is rolling down. A ball is rolling down on a frictionless surface. Find what part of its total energy is translational. Okay. Actually, this question is from the next exercise. According to your book, it is exercise number 19, but the two chapters we have covered in one only, because this chapter is based on the same idea, angular momentum, which I already discussed. So this question and the previous question is basically from the chapter number 19. So we are covering it here only. So there is a ball rolling without sliding or without having any friction, frictionless surface is given. If it slides, there will be friction. It is not sliding, rolling friction value is very small, so we do not consider friction. So we will be writing this total kinetic energy. Total kinetic energy of is equal to, that will be K translational plus K rotational. K rotational. That means the ball will be covering a linear distance as well as it is rotating. Ball is rolling. So it has got two motions at a time. Translational motion as well as rotational motion. That means it is going to have two kinetic energies. Translational as well as rotational. So K translational formula is at half mv square and K rotational formula is at half I omega square. Half mv square will keep as it is plus half formula of moment of inertia of sphere like mr square omega square. I will continue at half mv square plus half into 2 by 5 m omega r makes v. We get v square. We can take common here. You get half mv square as common. You get 1 plus 2 by 5 coming over here. Half mv square is common. You get 1 over here plus 2 by 5 here. You get half mv square. Take LCM 5. This is coming 7. This is the value of total kinetic energy. Total kinetic energy. Therefore, we find fraction. Therefore, fraction of K translational. Question says K translational. Fraction we will find. K translational value is how much? Half mv square. We write that half mv square out of the total kinetic energy. Total kinetic energy value we have half mv square by 7 by 5. Half mv square will go, 5 will come up, 7 will go down. 5 by 7. That means answer is 5 by 7 will be right. Fraction. That means the total energy is 5 by 7 part of the total energy will be translational. Then how much will be rotational? 1 minus 5 by 7. That is 2 by 7. So this is all we do this kind of problem. So with this information, this chapter is over. Next class we will be starting new chapter, that is gravitation. We will do the next chapter, gravitation. Okay, thank you for listening.